There's no such thing as Hovindism. Kent Hovind is not the only one who says what he says. And basically, what he has been saying has been confirmed in the realm of real science. And those dealing with government have said, yes, there's basically a conspiracy out there to, like, make America go corrupt, and so on. And basically, in this movie, Expelled, when I watched it, I said to myself, that's what Ken Hovind said a long time ago. You know, the changes within species happen. But Darwin didn't write a book called How Species Change. He talked about the origin of species. And the book of Hitler, Mein Kampf, is full of evolution, and that, you know, that basically intelligent design is nothing to do with creation. It's just a scientific study, like any other scientific study, which shows the amazing complexity of life, that the only logical explanation is that there's an intelligent designer behind it. But there's no such thing as Hovindism. I have diligently searched up and researched almost everything he's been doing, according even with the citations and references in his slides, and I have searched up every single item and article that he has brought forth, an anomaly, that there is no flaw in them whatsoever. They're all as accurate as the fact, if you mix water and dirt together, they'll make mud. Or Michael Jackson says hee hee in his songs a lot. And secondly, he loves God and he loves absolute truth. And the average Christian doesn't want to lie. And he has stressed many times over, he tries to be right all the time. And thirdly, you're either proud, rude, confused, uninformed, or deliberately lying yourself. Or perhaps you've just taken for granted what you've been told in a liberal biased classroom of a public school. Don't trust crummy creationists because they're stupid, they're dumb, etc. Basically, when you go out and observe it for yourself, you find the exact opposite to be true. Don't just take for granted what you've been told in a liberal biased classroom of a public school. Try and go out and search it out for yourself. Kent Hovind is not the only one who says what he says, and especially Alan Keyes. What he says, the way he sees things in a political sense, in a statesman's sense, like he sees the critical issues involving America, and that, you know, if a majority think it's okay to kill unborn babies, that does not make it right, and stuff like that. You know, the education system is going to destroy our children's moral life, or that an education system that teaches that we are just nothing but blobs of chemicals that got together by chance, and so on. They try to use a scientific fact and so on. People try to claim that they are God. Evolutionism basically supports the idea that man is God and there is no God, and man is the final authority, and so on. That has been used for so many communistic countries that try to profess that they created the world, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Kent Hovind is not the only one who says what he says. And at least he may know something a lot of us dumb folks don't know. And he's not the only one who says what he says. Basically, just because what he is saying is barely known, is barely common knowledge, that does not make it wrong. Basically, if you look at a bigger picture, Satan is trying to hinder people from seeing the big picture and things that are going on, and you know, the evidence and confirmation that God's word is what it claimed to be, and so on. Satan doesn't want us to see it. I mean, God already, I'm not the only one who's telling you this. God already told us that, you know, Satan has blinded the hearts and minds of those who will not take in the gospel, and so on. So there's no such thing as Hovindism. Just cast out that derogatory term. This is science. Creation science is a true science. And what Kent Hovind is trying to do is bring us back to the true definition of real science. Evolutionism has really embarrassed and retarded science. And it's basically, Satan is using it to draw people away from the Creator. Science was originally meant to glorify the Creator. Darwinism, it's just been added in by Satan, basically full of assumptions and assertions and unscientific credit for evolutionism, basically, which has no part in science whatsoever. Okay, so just cast out evolutionism. Okay, it's basically a flawed, dying, dangerous, fallacious, erroneous, depressing worldview. Okay, you cannot defend it. It's proven wrong, and creation has been proven true and confirmed true over and over and over. I don't know how many times. So Ken Hovind is not the only one who says what he says. Other people say, yeah, that's right. Human genome research, all races are one people, and Hitler used evolution, and a lot of atrocities committed in the name of evolutionism. And Ben Stein, especially this documentary, which said, like even the Miller and Urey experiment, which didn't even work. That basically Ken Hovind already said that basically that experiment didn't work, and it's a lie. And basically, I first heard of Richard Dawkins as of a quote from Ken Hovind. It says, if you meet anyone who claims not to believe in evolution, they're stupid, wrong, is silly, or evil, or wicked, stuff like that. And then I saw Richard Dawkins in this documentary. And this is the first place where I actually saw him by footage. I first saw a quote of his from Ken Hovind. But anyway, there's no such thing as Hovindism. He has never lied. He doesn't intend to lie. What he has been saying has been confirmed in the realm of real science. And don't try to stick to your own preconceived ideas and hallucinated oxymorons and thinking he's wrong, he's lying, and stuff like that. Just go out and observe it for yourself. What he has been saying has been confirmed in the realm of real science. And if Ken Hovind became president of the United States, think how much more we get ahead in science. We get a lot more ahead. A lot more ahead. And if Ken Ham became his vice president, it'd be a whole lot better. Alan Keyes, especially, if he became president, I think he would be able to get Ken Hovind out of jail. He'd be able to put also creation in the same classroom. Don't say, I already addressed this point. Evolution is based on facts. Creationism is based upon faith. They're basically both worldviews used to interpret the facts, and the supposed evidence for evolutionism has been proven wrong to be intentionally or unintentionally a lie. That's better education for the people. And so, if you do that, they'll get educated, not indoctrinated. Okay? Evolutionism is really a degenerate philosophy, which basically, look at what kind of people it's bringing forward to us. Cussing, swearing, rude, disrespectful Darwinists that I have to deal with on a daily basis, and a generation of credulity that don't know what to believe and so on, and just think that my life is meaningless. I'll slit my wrists. I'll do drugs. I'll commit suicide. Stuff like that. Look how much it's corrupting America. Look how much it's corrupting England. Why are people wanting to defend this unscientific, pseudoscientific religion? So, there's no such thing as Hovindism. He's just trying to help you folks get out of the mess you're in. So, peace out. Keep thinking. Jesus bless you. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.